Hello, everybody. Um, a little video here. I'm in Bilbao, Spain. I enjoy my vacation. Um, Most of you already know what I'm doing here. I'm here to find myself, to work on me, to do the inner work. Um, there is a message that someone sent it to me, and this video actually it's overdue for a long time. I've been keep talking about the twin flames. What is your mission? What do you need to do? What's going on? What would you do with your twin flame? And 90% of the people they still don't understand what they gotta do with their twin flame. What is that all about? But first of all, let me read you what triggered all this video to be made right now. Someone sent me the message, and I will read the message. I actually made a post out on Facebook about it that I'm gonna be making this specifically video for it. So here the message that was sent to me. Dear, my twin flame decide to part ways today as my twin is not ready to leave his wife, wants to hide our relationship from everyone, doesn't want to face the truth. He say he loves me, but he has feelings for me, and he will continue to have feelings but cannot commit to our relationship. He wanted me to date him and hiding to which I refused. Um, the part of that journey as a twin flame, you need to understand that it is about you facing your truth, you to be the truth, you to overcome whatever it's coming at the part. Um, he's not ready to leave his wife. He wants to hide, which is completely wrong in a soul relationship, and he doesn't want to face the truth. He admitted he tells that he loves her, he's got a feelings for her, and he wants to hide this. And the part of that is that people are not ready to be their truth. And when you're not ready, you're not ready to be in union. What is a union means though? What part of as a union mean? Part of as a union means that you and your twin flame finally fed up of being separated, finally overcome everything that you need to overcome, and you're ready to unite and you're ready to tell your story to the world. What did you overcome? It might take you 5 years, might take you 10 years, might take you 15 years, it might take you 20 years. It's up to you. If I'm you, I will go ahead and listen to Angie and Rob. They have a YouTube channel called Twinfinity. I will put the link inside of the video underneath. But the problem is that we don't trust. We trust blindly to the love, as a physical love, as a heart love. Why do we not trusting blindly into the soul love? We can't. We think that we can control that love. You cannot control this. None of us can control this part. The soul love is controlled within the universe. It's required the universe to be involved. And until you're not your truth, until you're not ready for it, until you don't give up from all your earthly desires, until you don't finish everything they need to finish, and you'll be like, okay, it is my time. I'm gonna be with that person. That's it. That's when the universe gets involved. You actually completely get away with, and you fed up with it, and you just let it go, the universe, because you stop to control. 90% of the time, the twin flames they are not in union because they trying to control what's going to happen. Just to be aware of it. The universe is in control. You going through all the bullshit of the twin flame just so you can understand that part. The universe is in control. No more control out of you. You are put on that path to gain the understanding. You're there to show what the love should be as a part of this world. Not to look in somebody's body, not to look at somebody else's reaches not to get into it. It is about a true love within the soul. And there's going to be some obstacles that you have to overcome. And those obstacles could be so many of them. It doesn't matter for the chaser or for the runner, the way you want to get into it, because the one is going to be chasing the true love, the other is going to be run away from it. And that's what caused that separation. Until the universe says, okay, enough is enough. You two gonna be together. I will make it happen. And then you are gonna begin to understand you cannot be in control of this. You cannot control the love into it. And there's gonna be this moment when the love's gonna comes in inside of you and you have no control over that love. All of a sudden you don't want to think about your twin flame. There's nothing going on, and all of a sudden that love just comes in like a love bump, and you're again and again and again and again in love with that person, over and over and over and over. It doesn't matter how long time it takes. That's what this love is, forever. It's the love in the soul. It's forever. That cannot be. Doesn't matter what you're trying to do. You can't get away with that. And this is how you learn that love is not and cannot be controlled. No one can control this love. And here in this case is that he's trying to control it. He's trying to control the outcome. He wants something else. What it's the benefit him to be with his wife and he to be with his twin flame and hide all this? It's got no benefit. It's got no benefit to the universe. It's got no benefit for the twin flame itself. And to continue on it, he decided to be a neighbors like before. It's very painful the way we parted away. My soul cries and screams. My heart is pulled out in pain. I don't think I can ever overcome out of this. My twin flame story just ended. I am deeply hurt and sad. Here's what's going on now. If something doesn't have the outcome to going on into it, you have to learn the three things: the trust, the surrender, and let it go. Let it go to be. You can't just hold on to something. When you hold on to something, you're trying to control it. When you don't surrender to something, you're trying to control it. And if you don't trust it, you're still trying to control it. You cannot control this journey, these parts. And this is why 90% of the twin flames, they're having issues. Doesn't matter what you do, you have the issues of it. And to continue out of this message, but Dio, we both are in soul love, we both know what to do. My soul screams, I love him. Still he does, but with beat goodbyes. We did it for our families and spouses and kids, but we're not going to be happy. Here's the part. You're living the lies, not parts. See, over the time, the soul was going to lead into the part of you to be a truth. Your spouse will know, your kids will know. And if you think that you sacrifice yourself for the family, you actually give them the very bad example of you not to be the truth follower of love. Your part, doesn't matter whatever part of life you are, is about you to be love, to show a love. And specifically when you have to show up to your kids, how you show up to your kids to explain it to them what love is. I was fortunate enough that I explained what the soul love is to my oldest daughter, which she understands what the twin flame says, and she's getting it into herself. Now I'm doing it pretty much the same thing with my youngest daughter. But this is how they learn in life about love. They're right now in a position to understand it. That the whole twin flame journey helped me, but most of all helped them. And my oldest daughter, she came like that. I don't know how you do it. I have no idea. You put up with so much bullshit in life for the past 4 or 5 years. I'm just no idea. Have no idea how you keep on going. But the soul is gonna keep you going on your journey. The soul has the unlimited power to overcome everything, to overcome the pain, to overcome all the obstacles. Are you in a relationship, or you have a kid, so you have whatever obstacles is to prevent you away from your twin flame. It's you to overcome it, and you finally to surrender to this. And then it's like, you know what, here's the truth, here's the reality. I'm in love with him, I'm in love with her, and there is nothing I can do about it. And I know my destiny is to be with them, and whatever I need to do, I'm going to do it. All these bad parts, all this suffering, all this pain, it is about you to give up your own way to the way of the universe. And when you get in union, okay, you're going to tell your story, to be example. That's the purpose of the twin flames. Like every love story over at in the books, for all the prince and princesses and how they live happily ever after, they all went through the bullshit until they commit to each other and they go ahead and live happily ever after. People think that twin flames, it's whatever they can think of it, but they are never in our shoes. And if you're trying to continue hold on to the old part, the way you're thinking, what the life you should be and the way it should be, guess what? You are still not surrendering, you are still not let it go, and you still not trust into the future. You have to put all those three in the hands of the universe. You're not in control on this. None of us can control love. We might control everything else, but not that. Because once the love is love, it's there. It's a God-given gift for you to love. And when you go against love, you're facing God oracles and you suffer, you're in pain, until you trust, surrender, let it go to the love. There is nothing else to do. Because that's where everything leads you. You to live everything what you have in your old way and your old life in order for the new one of it. Goodbyes. There is no goodbyes about a twin flames. Twin flames can meet each other maybe this lifetime to prepare for the next, or maybe they're here for a very specific purpose to keep on going, to keep on showing up. And you will be told what to do. There's gonna be a point that you're gonna be trying to exit the control. One way to exit this is exile. You just remove yourself out of it. You pull yourself out, and all of a sudden you understand all you've been doing is control. You're trying to steer and control your journey. And very important part about the twin flames. Even if you have internal communications, you're trying to tell your twin what they need to do and what they must do, what they have to do, and all that part. You have to let them go to do what they have to do. They have their own freedom. You can't control your twin. They have to understand the universe is in control. And when you're telling them what they need to do, how they need to react, and whatever, on and on and on, you're still trying to be under control. You can't control this. None of us can. Nobody can control love. And this is why all these situations happens, those separations like this example will happen, simply because no one is ready. The both two sides wants to have the control. You have to have no fear of losing your twin flame. You can't lose something that you're always connected with you. But you can lose it to give it the freedom so they can do what they have to do, and the universe to work with them, not you. God is gonna little by little within the universe gonna send them out to where they need to be. Because when those whispers comes in inside of the soul and begins that part, that's when the realizations happened into it. When you are ready, you are ready. And when you're ready, you just allow it, the universe to happen and do everything on its own. You do not have the wish to control it anymore. That isn't one thing uh, of illumination will do. You will go through this stage of exile that you will understand that you can't control anymore. Nothing. You're going to lose the desire for control, but you also will not allow others to control you. There's going to be this part inside of it that if somebody tries to tell you something inside of you, then it's going to be like, no, 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 no. I have a universe. Stop. Time out. Okay? This is what's going on. And that is the part when these situations happen, okay? And when you have so much sadness and pain, specifically in the soul vibrations, there for you to really let go. Because if you don't let go, you're gonna be more and more in pain. If you grab someone and they wanna go out, you're gonna cause them a pain here because you holding it, you grabbing it, you don't let it go. And that is the purpose of all this separation, because it's not true union. It's not a true part of it. In your purpose as a twin flame is to walk into the journey and overcome different obstacles. You might have overcome age, you might overcome culture, you might overcome religion, you might overcome society, you might have to overcome kids, family, you might have to overcome very old culture traditions. But you are put up so you can show how to overcome them. What did you do as an example, and to tell them that the true love always finds its way. Because we cannot change the society. Twin flames, the biggest mistake, people think that twin flames came in to change the society. No. We don't come here to change the society. We came to show the society what it's out there. The society decides to change by itself. Every person, they try to seek what's going on out of the world. They somehow, through the universe, will find the information. They will find the things that needs to happen to it. And the universe leads them to the whatever they need it to be. The worst part in this world right now is that everything and anything tries to control you. But when you let it go of the others controlling you, then your destiny kicks in. Your universe kicks in, and you go into places, you go into to do the right things, you begin to live a different life. Because you live in a life as a soul, not a life as a person who is controlled by regulations, religions, families, traditions, and prejudgments of the society, that society doesn't give a damn about you in the first place. So as a twin flame, we came here to show up the things that you are overcoming, so the others can look at it from your examples and they can learn from your experience. And it's not about twin flames to teach normal people what love is. The universe ignites the true love. God, if you want to take it, ignites that love within the soul. and you cannot control this. This part you can. And when you coming in and you show up that love, you show up that vibrations, everybody is wondering what the heck that is, because they looking for it, but they looking for you to lead the way. What they need to look for it's their own soul. You're here to show them to look the love inside of their soul. You to point them the way. Out of that part, you are done. What they're going to do, that is it up to them, not up to you. And in this case, in these situations, when the two twin flames depart from it, it is about that they have to depart. They're not ready. And when you're not ready for it. You cannot do anything about this part. And the part of the suffering is you to evolve, you to get stronger, you to don't have the attachments to the physical, because the physical, when you understand as a soul, this part will die, these bodies will die, everything will turn into ashes. That's all. Doesn't matter what you do, you came from where you're gonna go down there. The only thing is gonna have inside of you is the experience of your soul-based life. What you're going to take from this life to the next. What's gonna take you to evolve more and more. And to finish it, this video, to wrap her up, basically, I want to pleasure you to give up of the control button. Because the control, you leading yourself into pain, but also when you're trying to control, you stay in the way of the universe. Until you don't give up the control to the universe will not engage into your twin flame. No. Because you standing on the way, you resisting of the universe forces to do what they need to do for your journey. And the three laws are always standing there: to trust, to surrender, to let it go. And that part, it's gonna lead you to one thing that I always say: you to be love, be love.